piano singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, 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 rockin' robin, tweet, tweet.
Welcome to Life is Good. I'm Heather McHugh, your ever-loving hostess, and we have a fantastic show lined up for you today. And I know I tell you that every time, but this time I really mean it. We've got young gentlemen starting businesses in the Northeast Kingdom, and there's nothing better for me than to meet young people who not only have committed to the Northeast Kingdom, but have committed to making it a profitable place with very good business minds. So this is my first guest, and it's Scott Aiken.
That's correct.
And how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
You started a business. Tell me all about it.
So, Noah's Rejects is the name of the brand. It is me and my brother who is the artist, the drawer.
Show your logo.
He drew this art. Here's our logo.
Well, we'll show that after.
We'll do that later.
I have to get a close-up
Yeah.
of that. I'm not behind the
This is an
camera.
elephant, yeah.
That is an elephant.
Well, yeah. That is apparent, supposedly.
See,
Yeah.
Noah's Rejects. Now, you think of Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
I mean, it's never been on Lake Memphis-Magog, as far as I know. However, the Northern Star is, and I don't see the Northern Star picking up any due of anything.
Oh,
But if Noah was going to be here, he wouldn't pick me. I'm past my prime, and you know they wanted good breeders. But there are so many things that they were leaving behind when Noah did his float around because they didn't fit in. And
exactly, that's the concept.
so this idea is socially wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah.
So tell me how you came up with that.
Well, I guess it started with I was attracted to my brother's animal drawings because they weren't very correct. So I found them to be very funny, and it was a joke, just Pictionary or whatever. And then started to show some of our friends. This is about 2015, 2016. 17, and then what is it? We showed some friends. I was being very entrepreneurial minded at that point, like reading about Walt Disney and stuff. So I had a lot of hunger for manifesting things, and then whatever there was one a storage unit, This was in New York City actually, in Brooklyn. So a shipping container opened up. And I was like, oh, we should make this a store for Noah's Rejects. So we jumped on that. And I missed a point, which was someone blurted out Noah's Rejects at one point for when my brother was drawing animals. So we don't actually know who that was. So
A very brilliant person.
Then it all came together like that. So
I think it should be, yeah. What's your brother's name?
Brian. So. Yeah.
Mr. Brian Aiken?
Mr. Brian, yeah.
Do you think you've been rejected by society in any way?
Definitely, yeah. And then now I'm trying to, to hawk our merchandise around Vermont, and I get rejected weekly, or whenever I do it, I usually get rejected a couple times a day.
I'm going to tell you something. Between the ages of 18 and 22, I had 53 rejections from airlines all over Canada. Because I was too short to be a flight attendant.
Really?
And when I was 52, I was hired by JetBlue as a flight attendant because you're not allowed to reject people because they're short anymore. You get sued. Disability sort of things. So when I was being rejected, I was building up a strength.
Yes.
So if you think at this point you're having a tough time with business, you're just strengthening your approach.
Yeah, body armor, right?
And yeah, but not to reject, not to protect yourself so much as to say, well, if I zig this way, maybe, and that didn't work, I'll zig this way and zag that way, and eventually you will find a very smooth road. You just have to find the right place, the right time, and I think this is the right time. And of course, you're in Newport. You're in the Northeast Kingdom
now. Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Newport rocks, it really.
I love Newport. I really love Newport. I've always loved Newport. I'm kind of a little bit of a COVID transplant from New York City to Northeast Kingdom, although I've been coming to the Northeast Kingdom my entire life. because my family built a house there in Sheffield, so that's why we are from Sheffield now.
And I'm glad you are,
Yeah.
because you young people starting businesses mean the world to me.
Mm.
Because when I was your age, starting my own business with my 2 kids and everything like that, you'd be amazed. Well,
What was your business?
Well, I have a clinic, I'm a muscular therapist, but I started a newspaper in 1989, and I didn't know what I was doing, but everybody pitched in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know what you're doing already, so all you have to do is market it.
That is the.
And I've got to say, you've got a beautiful product.
Thank you. Yeah.
So let me show some of these. I said I wasn't a breeder, but I wish I could have more babies, because these are onesies.
Yes.
You know, why don't you do those, because
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to open them up. But
You can.
I can! Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah, you can
God,
open
they're
them.
so
Yeah.
cute! 6M.
6 months.
Oh, is that what it means?
Yeah.
I thought it was 6 medium. It's been so long. I don't know how to open this. I'm a specialist going to attendance school. I can't open a plastic bag. I don't want to break it. I mean. Ah! It's so well wrapped.
Yeah.
It's ready to market, and they're opening it up in my
This
kitchen.
is sheep, green sheep.
Green
So,
sheep? Oh!
There it is.
Oh, don't you wish you were pregnant?
Don't you wish you?
I really? Look at that. I'm going to come up to the camera. Look at that. That is a perfect little sheep. I don't know what's wrong. Oh, I guess.
This sheep is pretty good, actually. Yeah, it's true. It doesn't have too many flaws.
Anyway, this is such a cute onesie, and it's a lovely material. I'd wear that if it fit me.
Bamboo. Made of bamboo.
It's made of bamboo?
Yeah, it's a bamboo mixture. So that is.
My gosh. So where do you get bamboo?
That's designed locally but manufactured currently overseas, although I hope to make it in the U.S. soon enough.
Soon enough?
Yeah.
So how would you go about doing that?
Create a factory in the woods, I think. Kind of a Willy Wonka sort of thing in the woods with animals and bamboo and kind of like this house, but.
You know, it's funny.
This vibe? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
bamboo
Yeah.
from where? Jamaica?
Well, it doesn't have to be bamboo if we go that route. We could make it out of pine or something local, something.
And you know how to do that?
No, not yet.
You will.
Someday, yeah.
And until that time, importing these things,
Until that time, yeah.
it's okay to import,
Yeah, we are, yeah.
as long as you get this beautiful material.
Exactly.
I mean, if I had a baby, and I have had babies, but they're a little large now, at the ages 42 and 44, this is a material they've never had, and that is so gorgeous.
Thank you.
Now, if you sold these locally, what would they
Go for it.
cost?
It's about 30. That's where you can get them. They are available in stores around here, not in Newport, but in Lindenville, St. Johnsbury,
Really?
Stowe.
Well,
Places
oh,
like that.
Stowe, gosh, those babies, it's a gold town. Yeah, you could charge them for twice as much as Stowe. Here, you might have to think about it.
But,
I don't think I could sell a baby for $30 here. But these clothes are gorgeous and comfortable. And,
Yeah,
when you go to a baby shower, I went to a Kayla Farrar's baby shower, and I did not know what to get her. Yeah, she's lovely, the babies do anytime. And it was a wonderful baby shower, but I didn't know what to give her because I don't know. But I would definitely have given her one of these.
Heck yeah.
It's like, maybe I shouldn't have given her a chainsaw. I don't know. I gave her an hour in my clinic. But I'd love to have gotten something for the baby. Now, as far as these, politically, displaced animals,
Oh, yeah.
you said that you felt a little rejected because you're promoting these and they're not going exactly where you want.
Yeah.
But every time I've seen you, you've been working hard and improving your mind. I saw you in a bookstore. That's how we met.
That's true. Yeah.
In the Nevermore bookstore, and then I saw you working in your little
Shout
bookstore. Larry.
Larry
The bookstore.
Bradley, the Bradlarian.
Yeah, he's fabulous. If you haven't been to the Nevermore bookstore, it's another local business in Newport. Fantastic, and Larry's fantastic. So, did you know that he was a worldwide renowned poem person? Yes, they're often called poets.
Yeah, well, yeah. He has been published in a couple.
Yeah, he's won awards.
Yeah. his poetry's great, because
I know.
I'm in the writing circle, so.
Oh, is that where you are? On
yeah.
Fridays, writing circle?
Yeah.
Saturday, Friday?
Yeah.
Were you on the NPR interview thing that was supposed to happen at the bookstore?
I didn't know that, no.
Neither was I.
Yeah.
Neither was
I
I.
wasn't invited to that.
That's okay. There's something else that looks pretty nice.
Okay, yeah, so that was, so it's not just, we are working on sweatshirts and t-shirts too. So we've made them in the past, but we don't have a manufacturer yet, so for sweatshirts and t-shirts. And this is a cologne that this is a prototype for the cologne line that's going to be part of Noah's Rejects too.
And what?
That's grass.
What is
that? Grass by Noah's Rejects.
Is it really?
Grass flavored. I mean,
Grass. It smells like grass?
Yeah.
That could work around here.
This is.
Oh, it does smell like grass. Oh, it smells like. That's beautiful.
I feel like.
Where did you? How did you
I
make
made
that? What did you do? Go out and bale. You get a bale of hay and put it in your blender?
I milked some grass. I milked grass out in the,
How did you learn how to do that?
That was
That's
some
so
experimental. I did that about a year or 2 years ago.
Yeah,
And then we kind of just.
Still fresh.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay. I'm spritzing. I'm spritzing.
Yes.
The guy down the street's going to come up and then, excuse me, I've got my lawnmower going to cut off your hair.
Yes.
God, that's gorgeous.
It's good at this time of year when.
Oh, I haven't smelled grass since last fall. Second cut or third cut around here, but. And what is that picture?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't keep it, so I'm trying to remake the sticker, because that's kind of a horse with like a side part hair, kind of trying to look hip.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm hardly interviewing because I'm so infatuated with the products, but this is another young man who's starting a business around here. I don't know if anybody watching this might be interested, but we will put up the phone number and contact information. Yeah. There are 2 S's in the email.
Yeah, it's so confusing. We got to straighten that out. Tech, yeah.
Noah's Rejects Store. So I'm introducing him to my next guest, and we'll see if Scott and Drew can get together on, and Drew's wife Felicia.
Yeah.
Because you need help to market, and they are genius. Well, the plural of genius. Well, they're genii.
Genii. Good.
And I'm really proud to know them, and that's Felicia and Drew Updyke, who live here in Newport and responsible for many, many things that are happening in town. So many things, and I follow in their wake with great admiration. And these young people in town, I've got to say, we're lucky to have them. And so anyway, how did you make this? I mean, you don't need to give me the recipe. I mean, I don't follow recipes, but how did you...
Yeah, it was a mixture of scents, what's the word, fragrances, from that I was experimenting with. Because it's interesting, they have, mid, bass note, treble, kind of like music, so you can experiment with the fragrances, and I did that 2 years ago.
And are you going to continue with that?
Yes, because, and it just needs the sticker to be right, so I'm gonna.
Well, I'll just give you a Felicia for that.
Yes, yeah, and a couple more ideas in the future too. This is grass. The other one is going to be Menoir, which is a dark perfume with just a little bit of musk, or like a little bit of maybe one drop of fart spraying or something, because it's manure, but manoir, you understand?
Manoir in French is a manor house. It's like manoir. I think, it's like a great big building.
It's the dark, it's nice.
Manure. You mean manure?
Yes, manure, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's going to be a fun thing.
Yeah.
Stay
tuned for that. Yeah.
Only between April and November 1st. That's the legal time that we're allowed to spread manure in Vermont. I used to farm.
What is it?
Between April 1st and November 1st is the legal time to spread manure, although some people do get away with doing it more. But, and what will that smell like? I mean, do you think?
It hasn't been made yet. So,
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not looking forward to that. I hate to tell you.
Yeah, it smells good. Yeah, it's more of a nighttime cologne for
Yeah, it's romantic.
barnyard animals.
Just a
etc.
little dab between your
Yeah.
ears.
Mhm.
I can't believe you're gonna do that. Is it gonna be kind of like a Harry Potter bad tasting candy sort of thing?
Yeah, actually, maybe purple colored. I don't know, but it's yeah. That's not this year. Maybe next year.
Oh yeah, okay, let's just
Yeah.
not look forward to that, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so much fun. And what, you're gonna have a lot of fun with this.
Yeah,
I had a friend
Me
who
too.
made jam, and she made 75 different kinds of jam, and I wrote a story about her, so she, well, you have to come to my little factory in order to write a story about me. I said, okay. And she said, we're naming them today. You want to help me name some jams? And I went, no, not really. Well, what do you mean? And the names were incredibly good.
Mm.
I mean, it didn't exactly make you want to eat them all, but they were so artistic and so wonderfully creative. And now you go to the paint store,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you would say, I'd like a white paint. And they say, well, how would you like this? It's a cloud on a nice day. Or it's, I like some blue. How would you like this? It's the bottom of the ocean on a sunny day when there's a shark flying right above it, 30,000 feet, or fathoms, or whatever.
Fathoms.
I mean, you just can't get the normal color. Now this I would call green.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you'd name that, but it's also mint and it's delicious.
Mm, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dress your baby in mint. It's all right. Anyway, what else can you tell me about your life? What made you move to New York from wherever you were raised?
Oh yeah. It was. Well, this was, like I said, this came from just manifesting your ideas a bit. You know, kind of like when you joke with your friends and you're like, wouldn't it be funny if we made it into a clothing brand, and then you actually do it, and then that's kind of the punchline of the joke a little bit, is that you're gonna do it.
Are your friends
and
surprised?
make it. No, I don't have any friends anymore.
Welcome to Sheffield, in the Northeast.
No, but it was yeah. So just pursuing ideas, manifesting ideas, I guess.
How about, I believe in manifest destiny. Not exactly the way the old president used to say it, but I believe in ideas and energy equals results. And if you have something, and if you build it, they will come.
Mm-hmm.
If you make it, they will buy.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
your dreams do come true. I'm 100% sure of that. But not if you just sit back and dream.
Yeah.
You've met people like that.
Yeah, of course.
They
Yeah.
say, oh, I really would like that. And a year later, they go, I really would like to do that.
Yes.
And it's
absolutely.
like, no, just go for it. And you're going for it.
Yeah.
You're already manufacturing. These are being manufactured in the Hudson Valley?
Mm.
Where?
Further.
Where?
China.
China?
Yeah.
Oh, they're getting actually made there too. So little 4-year-olds are making these for their little brothers and sisters. Only they're only allowed to have one child, so they just send
Yeah.
them away and say, well, I hope you can have more babies because we can't.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But I don't care where they're manufactured at this point because
Yeah,
it's going to be a
research.
nice Vermont business.
Yeah, exactly.
And you
So-
have to get it where you can when you're starting out.
Yeah, this is true. I would like to have it be here, but it's just not.
Not yet.
Yet. Yeah. So.
Bum Wraps is a business started on 242. Just
Bum
on the
Wraps?
Bum Wraps. It's no, it's on 242 on the other side, the other side of the mountain, the road that goes down into Montgomery. And Todd Alex started that business with, I believe, Jay Cummings, and it turned into a multi-million-dollar business. It was T-shirts and sweatshirts. And he started that in a place on 242. And he started selling it online. And so his online business became multi-million-dollar when he was very young. And he's done an awful lot with that. Jay Cummings moved on to something else, and I totally respect Jay.
Yeah, that's one thing about this is I've tried to do online, and we've given it a fair effort, but it hasn't really there's just so much on there online that it's a whole other art unto itself.
Well, you'll meet Felicia. You should
yeah,
get started
so-
on that. And this is another thing about connections when you're starting your businesses. If you're out there and you're thinking of starting a business, don't sit back in your house and wonder how to do it. So many people around here are making connections right now. I've mentioned Drew and Felicia Updyke, and they'll meet tonight, but they've helped me incredibly. But they know people, and those people know people, and other people know people, and it's called networking. And after COVID, a lot of networking webs were broken. People lost connection, people lost hope, people lost a lot of enthusiasm. It became very flat nationwide and maybe worldwide. So right now, with all the energy that's been pent up, it's time to get out there and do something. And in Newport you can, in the Northeast Kingdom you can, because there are so many people here, young, bright people who are looking to help other people to build their own businesses. It's one hand washes the other. And this is the way it used to be when I was your age. And I think that's what's happening around here.
Love it.
Yeah, and when's Ed coming?
Who?
Ed, who's your brother?
Oh, Brian.
Brian, how close was that?
Okay.
I just renamed his brother because I'm just that kind of girl.
Ed is coming.
Right behind Brian.
Yeah.
So when's Brian coming?
It's a good question.
I'd like to meet him.
Yeah, have him out sometime. He hasn't, he can, hopefully, actually for the eclipse maybe.
Is he?
Yeah, maybe, so.
What are you going to do for the eclipse? We're looking for volunteers here to do
Are you?
traffic. Yeah,
To do traffic?
Yeah.
Where? Just on the road?
right here. We're having Gardner Park. It's going to be, they think between about 200,000 people are predicted to come between Burlington and Newport, because this is the epicenter of the solar eclipse.
Really? St.
And-
John's Fair, I thought too, though. But,
Oh,
well,
I don't
yeah,
know.
we won't talk about
We don't
that.
talk about St. And Gardner Park here. And Gardner Park has a scientist coming, and he'll be standing up on a flatbed truck.
Just a scientist?
A scientist who's going to be play-by-play.
Oh, okay, the
A
megaphone?
specialty.
Yeah.
Do you know his name, Drew?
I do not recall off the top of my head.
Well, I don't recall my name in the morning. I have to have my coffee. So, yeah, and so it's going to be good, but we do need volunteers. And the traffic's going to be horrible, so you'll probably have to come a week before and just camp.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a fish concert.
That's what I heard, yeah. It's the biggest traffic since fish.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like I'm going to be going through everybody's car. See if there's anything valuable. Did you bring this red steak? Can I have it? No, it's
Sounds,
like,
yeah.
it's going to be great. And we've got you know,
Yeah.
the hospital and the ambulances from all over, including Glover in your area, have all got together to make sure that the roads are kept safe and that we're here for people who might be in need. Like, I can't see. So,
Yeah.
didn't you wear the glasses? What?
I think, I hope I mean, I might have some friends up with
That'd
my
be
brother, so I don't know. what
Well, come and
they're gonna do.
volunteer.
Yeah, maybe,
I'll put you in touch with the people
okay.
in this house tonight.
People, they live here.
And
Oh.
these
yeah.
are the same group that
Yeah.
you should really,
Oh, okay.
I would like to see you meet and greet these folks because they've inspired me and so have you.
Thank you.
But is there anything else you'd like to add, my dear, like the story of your life?
Story of my life.
Yeah, because I don't know much about you other than the
Yeah.
fact that you are a commercial guy.
Commercial, yeah, I mean, my background's more, I guess a little creative background, music kind of.
Yeah, you mentioned music.
Yeah, so,
You play bass?
a little bit, yeah.
What do you play?
A little piano, guitar, songwrite. No, composition, I would say.
Songwriting's good.
Yeah, but yeah, and that's kind of my background a little bit, and then, which means, yeah, just,
Did you go to the Berkeley School of Music or
you know,
something like that? No?
I went to Venice Beach, California. And,
You did?
Yeah, that's why you said,
I
when
knew
I showed you this phrase, you said, oh, you must be from California.
You gotta read this.
Yeah, this was, okay, yeah, that was the, I lost this because I was trying to find our bio, and we need to make a bio, and I haven't been able to find it. Well, this was an Instagram bio, and then you changed it, and I didn't know how to find it forever and ever.
Want me to read it?
Yeah, so I finally tracked it down.
Well,
yeah.
It's kind of a,
I'm proud of it.
it's
My
kind
brother
of-
doesn't like it, but I like it.
it's perfect for Noah's Rejects because it's It's a bunch of words that all work individually. But when you put them all together, it's like, maybe not, but if you think about what I'm about to read to you in its purest form, and you distill it, you realize how beautiful it is to be silly. Okay? Never dare to train unfollowed or walk besideless. Those animals hereby within, forget not, for with less trails runs few troughs. And I mean, I love it. And I mean, it's
Good reading.
it's a good read. Yeah, I could, I think it should be read in every church. But there's so many beautiful things to be seen that other people would think somewhat deformed, somewhat slower, somewhat not perfect, somewhat not fashion sense. And I think they should be applauded. And Noah's Rejects says a heck of a lot more than wear my clothes. It says there's beauty.
Yeah.
There's beauty in things that aren't in a fashion magazine sometimes. Or perfect in a zoo.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the way my mind works, and I think yours does too. And there's tremendous beauty in everything, if you look for it. And there's great beauty in you, my love.
Love that. You too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna come back?
Yes,
Give me a hug.
I'll bring
Bring
Ed.
Brian.
I'll bring Ed. Thank you.
Thanks for
Yeah.
coming. Welcome back to Life is Good. And guess who I have with me now? This is the third time you've been on my show, Lilo. This is Lilo Updyke. How old are you?
5.
I'm 71. But I'm the same height as you. See what osteoporosis does for a woman. Anyway, Lilo, you're going to introduce your dad, but first of all, you're going to tell me where are you going to go to school next year?
Okay.
Where are you going to go to school next
I'm
year?
going to go to Canada next school.
Close enough.
Close enough. Going up to a little school, and I don't think there are many children in your school.
Well, we might see because I don't know yet.
Mais je voudrais parler français comme vous cela là, oui? Parlez français avec moi? You're going to speak French there.
Yeah.
Say, how do you say yes in French?
Oui.
Yes. But how do you say no in French? No. It just said no. No is no. And you remember that. Okay? No is no. That's something you should remember.
Okay.
Okay? I love you. Give me a hug. Now you're going to introduce your daddy. Who's coming on my show next?
My dad,
What's his name?
I have a dad and his name is Drew.
Why doesn't he just come on? Isn't that nice? Thank you, Lilo.
Thank you, Lilo. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, Daddy.
Isn't that the cutest little thing?
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good to see you again.
You look too tall to be on camera.
I need a lamp.
Yeah, oh wait, this is somebody else's water
That's
too.
okay.
Did you want your water?
No.
I didn't put any in there.
It's okay.
I'm such a terrible
She already knew
hostess.
I didn't want any
And this is grass.
grass.
May I give
I
this
would
gentleman
be
this grass?
very excited.
Oh, it's so good. You want it on your wrist?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna squirt it right in my nose so I can pretend it's. Oh my God!
That's good enough. I got enough. Well, that's nice.
Is that yummy?
That's really nice. Yes, I quite like that.
So.
Get the grass out of your throat.
Anyway, so I can bail in my throat now. So how are you?
I'm excellent.
You
Happy
know
to
what?
be here.
I'm happy to be here with you because I live here. Yay, dear!
It's good that you're here. It'd be weird if I was here without you.
You've started another business.
Well, my first business.
Yes. Well, another new
A
business.
new business for Report in the NEK, yes.
Tell me about it, please.
It's just general tech advice for anybody and everybody who needs it. I mean, ranging from people who need help with their websites to 3D printer help. I mean, just anything. Corporate businesses if they need help, or just small home businesses that need help as well.
I will tell you, I have a lot of computers and I break them all and I burn them out and I can't keep a computer to save myself. So I gave a stack of my computers to Drew last week and now I have my computers back. I can't believe it.
Working.
They work. They work, and also you saved all of my writing to the sky or the what do you call it? The cloud. How do I get it down from the cloud?
I will show you that.
Okay. Hello.
If only, start fishing.
Chapter 4, please.
Yes.
So it's like nobody listens to me. They don't come. But no, thank you. And I'll tell you something. When a young person starts a tech business here, you have no idea how many people they can help. Helping me. I'm an author and I write all the time, and when a computer dies, I can lose a book. And it's scary and depressing, and you fixed me up.
It's a lot of time to get back, yeah.
Yeah, and plus the stories would never come again.
Right.
Which is amazing for me that they're gone.
Right.
And that's heartbreaking for anybody to lose any kind of data. And I imagine if you're in business and you've lost data,
It's not fun.
it's not fun. So how, you just take the computers back to your house, or you could come
Yeah,
to
so for example, what I did with your devices was if I couldn't get into them, I could pull the hard drives out, get the information that was needed via that way, which is really handy if you know how to do. But at the same time as that, it's a two-sided coin. Other people can do the same thing. So one thing that my goal is with my business is to spread awareness of how to treat your data correctly. You don't want it to be stolen. You don't want it to be copied and then somebody takes it and, identity theft, stuff like that. Biggest thing is know when you're being phished, which is a term of when people are trying to steal your information from you. So that's a big thing.
How would you know?
The biggest form, I would say, maybe around here would be bad emails. People get you to try to click on a link. Next thing you know, you have ransomware on your device. Ransomware is a virus that keeps your information, your computer locked down up until you pay the ransom to whoever has hold of your device. Nothing fun.
No, I did that the other day, but touch wood, thank God, nothing's happened. I hope it doesn't, but a friend of mine passed away, and they started a fund in his memory to go to a school in Enosburg, the Cold Hollow Career Center. And we're all on that, and we talk to each other. And somebody put a joke on. And I thought, well, maybe it's a joke that my friend would have enjoyed. Well, it was a horrible joke. It was a political joke. It was a horrible joke. And I wanted to just drop it. I thought, who would have done that?
Wow.
And immediately somebody came on and said, that was a hack.
Oh, no.
But I looked at the joke. So I'm now at risk, am I not?
Depends on what you clicked on. I'll have to take a peek at that email after this, I think,
Oh.
to see what it is about.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
Bad joke.
yeah. Bad joke that went and stole your information after that. Maybe, possibly, hopefully not.
Hopefully not, but if they did steal it, you've got it in the clouds, so it's there.
Yeah.
So how did you get into this? I know you worked at a great company called
Yeah,
Bear.
so-
If you ever paint, we talked about paint with
Yeah.
Scott, but paint is B-E-H-R.
BEHR, yeah.
I use Bear
Company.
paint. I use Bear paint, and I love it. And you worked for that company up in California.
Yes, I worked in California with Bear for 3 or 4 years. Started off as a temporary employee, actually, and then managed to work my way to a senior position full-time.
What did you do?
Doing information technology stuff, so the same thing I'm doing now,
No.
which is what I'm basing my business around.
You have quite a story to talk about at Bear, too, because the last thing you did was transfer information to a Service Pro.
Yeah, me and a few other people went through the process of transitioning upwards of 2,000 sales reps from huge dinosaur prehistoric era laptops, kind of resembling the ones that you have.
He's pointing at me saying dinosaur.
to Surface Pros, which is what you also have.
I love it.
So it was a lot of data collection and then data transfers all via the cloud. Very rarely did we actually have our hands on their devices. It was all cloud-based, so a lot of data moving in a small amount of time.
How much time for 2,000?
Oh man, I think they're still trying to do it, trying to get the end of it. I mean, the transfer of 2,000 reps is just, that's a lot of people
Did it
to
mess the
manage.
Did it mess the reps up?
Oh, absolutely. Some people didn't want to give up their machines and were very hesitant, we'll say, to moving to a new, smaller, more compact device.
I totally respect that.
Yeah.
It's very hard to trust in a new piece of technology.
Absolutely.
You've given me great confidence in that regard. That's another thing Drew can do. If you are stuck on one machine and you know it's going to die eventually, sooner than later, And you have the opportunity to meet Drew, and he can so easily teach you how easy it is to get from this dinosaur to this wonderful little device that does so much that is not complicated. And you're a very good teacher.
Check it.
Yeah, and that's part of your job right now.
Yeah. The biggest thing is I want people to not have to rely on me for the rest of their IT experience. They shouldn't need to call somebody. There is a way to get everybody to a point where they are comfortable with their machines, and that's really what I want to strive for, especially up here in Newport.
Well, that's an extremely ethical way of looking at it. It's planned obsolescence for your own job. So what are you going to do next after you teach everybody and they don't need you anymore?
Teach Lilo to take my position.
That's right.
Keep moving up.
Yeah, and what's next for you then?
We'll see.
Yeah, well, you just started this, so please don't leave us.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere.
I know, you just bought a house here,
Yes. West Main Street.
and it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous, yes.
Yeah.
Big upgrade. It's nice. Being a homeowner is nice.
Yeah, it is, and you're so young.
Yes. Yeah.
So, and you don't only do the TechUp, but let's talk about TechUp. We're really going to concentrate on that. Drew is involved in a lot of things in Newport, and les environs. Eden, for instance, and all the other things that you do. Talk to me a little bit about what rounds out your life besides Lilo and Felicia.
Besides them, I still currently work with Eden. I work in their tasting center, which is right on Main Street. Wonderful. Highly recommend everybody come in, especially when we get to the busier times of like the fall.
Tell me what Eden is.
Eden is a hard cider producer. So we take apples, make them into hard ciders. They also started co-oping with Shelburne Vineyards, which they do the wine. Eden isn't making any wine, Shelburne isn't making any cider. It's just like a nice cohesive cooperation, which is really nice.
Which helps with marketing.
It really does, yes. And ever since they've paired up together, it's just done wonderful things.
Now, the owner is also a resident. Why don't we talk about Eleanor a little bit?
She's a fantastic woman, I'll tell you that.
Tell me her full name and how we get to know Eleanor.
I mean, you could contact her via Eden, of course. I mean, that's the best way to contact her.
Full name?
She made this business from the ground up, which I think is unbelievable, going from starting with just ice ciders is how they really got their name. And then from there, they started expanding into the canned and bottled ciders. It's really wonderful.
I know, and they're specialized. I was so surprised. I was having company. I was having a little dinner party,
Wonderful.
and Drew showed up with two 6-packs or 4-packs?
4-packs, yeah.
2 4-packs of specialty cider made for Lord of the Rings.
Well, just name Treebeard.
It's
Yeah.
Treebeard, and I mean, I've got Treebeard in my house as it was a housewarming gift from a very good friend. And
Paired really well.
it paired really well. Everybody loved it, and the fact that it was made for this. I live in a hobbit house, so it was just amazing. And now for the
Perfect.
solstice.
Yes, they have a new label, a new canned cider that is based around the eclipse, and I'm not sure if there's any money going towards anything when you buy this. I think it's just like the new label kind of
Yeah.
thing, but just to support awareness for this complete totality of the eclipse, which is really, really exciting.
Yeah,
to be
sorry I
out
said
there.
solstice. As a druid, I shouldn't say that, but you know, but eclipse, yeah. And what's it going to be called?
I think it's just called Total Eclipse. Yeah.
Total
Fearless.
Eclipse of My Heart. It was one of my favorite songs. I don't remember who sang it, but back to TechUp.
Mm-hmm.
It's TECHUP,
Yep.
and it's totally simple. There'll be a number under here so you can call Drew if you have a computer program. Now, you said you did something with businesses too. Now, if there was a local business that said, we need you, what would some of the things be that you could help them with?
Well, for example, shout out to the Lavender Essentials Farm up in
Mhm.
Derby.
The
The Lavender
Lavender,
Essentials
yes.
Farm. They've been my biggest, client, customer, so to speak. I've helped them out a few times now, and they keep wanting me back, which is really nice. But some things for them is they had some Wi-Fi issues, was able to get things to a point where they can easily manage it on their own, like I was talking about. I want people to be comfortable with their own technology in their home.
Yeah.
They also have some 3D printers that I help them fix up, make sure again they're completely fine using them all on their own. What else? Did a little bit of their website as well. Recently they were upgraded by Google to show their products via ads on Google no matter where you are, which was excellent. However, what they needed on their website was a refund policy, and then all of that would go through. So I made a refund page on their website, and due to that, Google was then able to throw out ads for their products all over Google.
Isn't that awesome?
It's amazing how quickly that can turn.
Every time I flew anybody out to California to be interviewed for Google,
Mm-hmm.
I flew out probably the brightest people in this country.
Right.
And they were all extremely excited about working for Google. When I flew them back after they were hired, they would go back and move up their stuff out of New York, and off to work for Google. And they retired at 32.
Quickly, yes.
It's like, we're going to work for Google for 6 months and we're going to retire.
That's a lot.
But they're bright.
They are.
When
You
you
have
were,
to be.
When you were out there, did you think of working for them?
Not so much. It was really, when I started working at Bear in California, it was, what can I do to expand my knowledge base? Where can I go from this team up? But what I did find was I really loved the aspect of having my hands on a computer, opening it up, trying to figure out what's wrong with it. Like your fan that you had in your laptop.
Yeah, it doesn't make any noise anymore.
Really?
Really?
Wonderful. You know,
But I can't air condition my house with it.
you could definitely do that. Those RPMs were skyrocketing. But anyway, yeah, it was, what can I do to expand my knowledge base, but keep doing the more, I guess, physical aspect of IT, which is desktop support, which was the position that I had at Bear.
Now, do people call you in the middle of the night when they're
Now?
Now?
Not yet. I'm sure
No.
it'll happen.
Okay, who did I call? I used to call when I was having trouble with my computer.
Geek Squad, probably.
No, I
No?
was in a hotel, and they'd say, call the following person in India,
Mhm.
and they'll get right with your computer, and it was a hotel. Hotel Wi-Fi we'd have trouble with, right?
Mm.
So we get there at 11, by the time we get to the hotel, it'll be 1 o'clock in the morning, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, you know. And the last thing you want to do is stay up another 4 hours, but you want to check your emails from the folks from home.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to hook up, depending on where we were in the hotel.
Mhm.
Not like I hooked up in hotels, I'm talking about my computer wouldn't hook up, you know what I mean? I just learned that, what that meant. It's a new thing for you young people, this hooking up.
Sure, yeah.
It's
Yes.
from, yeah, well, I get educated by these people who come to stay in my home from Airbnb, and they give me
Right.
all kinds of vocabulary.
Yeah,
Anyway.
New term.
Yeah, so I can't use it anymore, but getting my computer going in a strange hotel.
Yeah.
And I call these people in India, and they're very polite, honest to Pete. I just love the people from India, they're just wonderful and they're so smart. And it's like, oh, all you have to do is just press this,
Yep.
press that, press this, and have you done this? And I'm like, I don't even think I have that on my computer, you know, unless I have my glasses on. And they'd press the button wherever they were, and boom, I'd be on. Have you ever done that?
A little bit, yeah. We used a program
Good, 'cause I
called.
got your number.
Yes, we do. We used a program called TeamViewer, which does a really good job of allowing you to have remote access of that person's device.
Okay, that brings up the trust issue.
It totally does. There's been instances where people can get into your device via TeamViewer, but then leave in what they call a backdoor to where they can access your computer without TeamViewer in a more, not as appreciated way, I guess is a good way of putting it.
So how are you bonded? How I know you've had no trouble with by back doors or anything. Whatever. That wasn't right.
No, that's okay. Terminology.
I'm not with it. Anyway, you've got this thing with the computer that I've let you into my computer.
Right.
You called me, said, what's your password?
Yep.
Because I trust Drew and know his whole family, it's not something I would do with anybody else. The first thing people tell you is, do not share your password.
Please do not.
And,
Not good.
and don't let people get on your team player if
TeamViewer.
team viewer.
Yeah. Or any kind of remote access to your machine.
And you can't because you don't know people.
Yeah.
And all I can say is I value your honesty. It was a real relief for me to be able to do that with you.
Which is what I want to provide to as many people as I can up here, that's for sure.
Great. And you will.
Yes, that's the plan.
And do you have anything else to add? Any more pushes or the whatever groups you're on in town that might need some help?
Come see the total eclipse, please. It's going to be wonderful. Of course, weather permitting.
Even if the weather isn't
Even
permitting,
if it
Newport's a fun place.
It is a fun place.
We need volunteers.
We do.
How would they contact you to volunteer for the eclipse?
They can contact Newport City Downtown Development.
Drew will be working there. Your wife Felicia will be working.
Yep.
All the young kids who
Lilo
are
will be there.
Lilo, goody.
Yep.
The eclipse is going to be a breathtaking experience for those of us who love tourism.
Mhm.
Our businesses are going to take a great positive hit from this.
Yes.
Newport is the place to visit, no matter what you're doing.
Mhm.
And we love it here.
Yes, we do.
And you love it here too.
Amen.
Amen. All right, so that's Scott Aiken,
Yeah.
that's Drew Updyke, and Lilo Updyke. And Lilo, would you come back and close off the show, please?
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks, Drew.
Of course.
So, my dear, what's your favorite color?
Pink and rainbow.
Pink and rainbow?
Mm-hmm.
What are your colors in rainbow?
My favorite, I have all the colors in the rainbow.
Oh, you know, I had a friend named Violet. That's a beautiful name, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love that. Called her. I would see pink is my favorite color. And see, this tablecloth is white, but underneath it it's pink, so it looks like soft pink.
Oh,
Is that your favorite kind of pink, or do you like that really loud pink?
I like the light pink.
Oh, I do too. That's what I like. I have another question. What's your favorite food? I'm being very linear here.
Oh, my favorite food is the Cheetos.
Ketos?
No, the Cheetos.
Taquitos.
Oh, taquitos.
Those are my favorite food.
Does your daddy make those?
Uh-huh.
Does it have cheese in it?
No,
I don't know what they are.
I'm allergic to cheese.
You're allergic to cheese?
Yeah,
How horrible.
I know.
Mhm.
Yeah, so if you're allergic, can you drink milk?
No.
Oh.
I can only drink rice milk.
It's hard to milk rice. I used to be a dairy farmer. I used to work at a dairy farm. I love milking cows. And now, I guess you have to go into a rice paddy and get water up to your knees and pick rice and then try and get the milk out of that thing. It's worth it, eh?
Yeah. I can only drink rice milk.
Well, does it taste all right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have a Festa Cry cereal where I put rice milk in.
is it liquidy? You mean really watery?
Yeah, it's like when you put the milk in it, the milk turns kind of this yay pink.
Oh, yeah, pink. Well, then I eat it because it's pink. That's right. Anyway, my love, I'm going to say goodbye to you in French and we'll close this show. I'll teach you how to say it in French, okay?
Okay.
Okay, we're going to say thank you for watching the show. Merci
Merci
pour
pour
voir
voir
notre show.
notre show.
Oui, c'est ça, c'est bien. Merci beaucoup pour voir notre petite soirée ce soir. It's a little party tonight. It's been very nice. Thanks for watching Life is Good. Thank you, Miss Lilo, for being my co-host again. Thank you, Scott Aiken. Thank you, Drew Updyke, for being on the show. We have so many wonderful young people doing business here, and we have such wonderful young parents here, right? I think your parents are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All my love to all of you. Thanks for watching Life is Good. Shop locally. Enjoy Newport. Go to the town meetings and get your ideas voiced. They're being heard. And I love you all.